Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise in support of my amendment to reduce funding to the Global Environment Facility Fund from $139 million to $129 million, or by $10 million. We do well what we measure. That's what my father always told me growing up. We do well what we measure. Unfortunately, many of the organizations and many of the money that is spent by America are not measured well. We need to force people to prioritize and to account for the funds that they spend. This is a small little cut. Americans are struggling every day as they face high gas prices, inflation due to the reckless spending of this administration, and the radical climate change agenda of the Biden administration. My amendment claws back just a little bit of those hard-earned tax dollars going to fund climate change initiatives outside of our borders. I encourage my colleagues to vote in support of my amendment, and remember, we do well what we measure. I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves. For what purpose does the gentlewoman seek recognition?
I rise in opposition to this amendment.
The gentlewoman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, this amendment would reduce the contribution of the United States to the Global Environmental Facility by $10 million. The Global Environmental Facility is a multilateral trust fund that provides grant-based funding to developing countries to address the real global environmental challenges. Last month was the hottest August according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's 174-year record. In that 1 month, Hawaii had a devastating wildfire. The Southeast suffered from the Category 3 hurricane in Idalia, and Southern California had its first ever tropical storm watch, with many areas receiving more rain in 48 hours than they typically get all year. These disasters come with huge costs in the communities they directly affect and impact our entire planet. The Global Environmental Facility Fund benefits the United States economy and environment by addressing problems that affect our domestic health, safety, and prosperity, such as by protecting tropical forests, reducing global levels of transboundary pollutants, and combating illegal wildlife trafficking, which I know is of concern on both sides of the aisle. I urge my colleagues to oppose this amendment, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman reserves. The gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I would just point out that we spend a lot of money overseas to preserve our environment, and none of it is measured. There are no metrics of success. We spend billions and billions of dollars outside of the United States for climate preservation, which countries like China just refuse to acknowledge, or other areas in South America that do not do those. And I just ask to support my amendment. With that, I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves. The gentlewoman is recognized.
I yield back.
The gentlewoman yields. The gentleman is recognized.
I just ask people to remember, we're asking for a small cut. We do well what we measure and what we account for. And with that, I yield back and ask for a yes vote.